Gallus has made the choice to leave Al Unser out. One chance to win it. He's staying. Is there enough fuel? We're not going to know till near the end. There's your leader crossing the line. 186 laps, 0.3 of a second back. You've got Al Unser Jr. They're at Bob Laney's position.
Well, as they come through, it is still Emerson Fittipaldi. He is picking up some slow traffic, but so is Al Jr. They go through two very, very smoothly, just 3 cars in front of them. But right now, it is Emo with Al Jr. about a split second behind as they head to 3.
Al Jr. has been looking for speed all month long. He said, we just got to finish the race. Again, he's way down low, which means he may have some handling problems, while Emo is staying high in that car just on a rail.
But it appears he is closing in on Emo once again. He has Raul Boesel between himself and Emo.
So they come down the main straightaway. Emerson Fittipaldi does not need a stop. He's the leader. Al Unser Jr., maybe, maybe not. He may have enough fuel. He was confident of chances this race day when he began.
Very good about it. I'm very happy with the whole team. It's the best prepared race team I have ever been with, and that I've ever felt myself also. And so, I feel real good about race day.
It is a gamble, though. We've already heard from him. John, so far as handling characteristics go, I suppose some cars are just bright, whether they're heavily laden with fuel or not. But Al Jr., without doubt, is running a lighter load now.
Well, yes, and this will be to his benefit unless he is having some sort of a pushing or handling problem, which with these cars this month I found you cannot have. You can't live with a push problem because it slows the car so much, and that would mean that Emo would be driving away. But he doesn't seem to be just pulling away with any urgency. He's holding right there. Then again, Emo might be pacing himself. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens here in the last laps.
So concerning the handling situation, Sally Larvick in pursuit of that, staying close now to the second-place car's pit. We go now to Sally Larvick.
Well, Lou, I just talked to Rick Ellis, and I asked him if Al was having a handling problem. He kind of laughed and looked at me, and he said, no, he's not having a handling problem. He's having a Fittipaldi problem, and he can't get rid of it.
All right, and you know what we ought to do? Everybody knows. What's push, John?
Well, push is like driving on ice when you turn the front wheels, and it really doesn't turn the car as quickly as you think it should. In other words, the front end is pushing, sliding forward, and it's very slight in one of these cars in most cases, but it's just enough to drag down because you have to increase the slip angle of the front tires to make it turn properly.
Okay, so there is not a handling problem. There is a Fittipaldi problem for Al Unser Jr. at 190 laps. Those are the only 2 cars on the lead lap. Everybody else 6 laps back or better. Emerson Fittipaldi is the leader.
There's an enemy in your car's engine called friction. And without the right motor oil, friction can damage your engine and send it to an early grave. That's why you need the special quality of Pennzoil motor oil. Every drop of Pennzoil exceeds the American Petroleum Institute's highest standards for maximum protection against friction. So conquer the enemy friction in your engine with the world-class protection of Pennzoil.
Come on with me. We're going out to a place I know where we can jump and shout. Sing the building wait for you. Get the outdoors coming through. This buzz for you. This buzz and has a buzz. St. Louis, Missouri.
Stay tuned for the greatest spectacle in racing. Back live from the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, 193 laps complete. Emerson Fittipaldi is the leader. It was a matter of John Rutherford pounding me on the back, though, showing that Al Unser Jr. was closing on him. They are in turn 3 now and headed to Bob Jenkins in turn 4.
These two guys are used to racing with each other. Remember last year at the Meadowlands, they had a meeting of the minds on the racetrack. It's Emo leading, but by about 2 car lengths over Al Unser Jr.
John? It's incredible. Al is making his move. He's pushing up, trying to push Emerson. Emerson has the line out wide under him in the first turn. It is incredible to watch. They are racing.
Laney, you see him in 2?
Yes, Emerson Fittipaldi down low, but Al is right with him as he comes out of 2. Little slow traffic in front. Both get around easily. Down the back stretch they go. Emerson moving to the outside, but Al Jr. right on him into 3.
Here comes Emerson Fittipaldi down to the white line. Al Jr. looks for the outside line. He goes to the outside. Almost wheel to wheel. Al Jr. tries him. He can't get him. Wheel to wheel. Now they got slower cars in front of them. Both be able to go to the inside and pass the slower car. It's still Emo.
Oh, here he comes on the main straightaway. Jerry, it looks like an attempt. Oh, in, out, back, forth. Jerry,
you ready? Having traffic ready to Mario Andretti. Not literally, but had to move back out of it now. Bob, right on bumper to tail here.
Yeah, right, going low, both of them. And Al trying to move to the outside. Emo cuts him off. They're tail to wheel. Now Al trying to make the move down the back stretch. He heads toward Larry.
Here comes Al Unser Jr. on the inside. He's got it.
He's got it.
He's got it going through 3. Al Unser Jr., your winner. But Dominic Dobson slowing down in the short shoot. They might have to go yellow. They might. The car is almost off the short shoot, but Michael Andretti has the lead in the straightaway.
And for the first time today, truly, we see the race developing at the front with Al Jr. taking the dominant Emerson Fittipaldi car, Jerry.
He's now putting some distance between himself and Emerson Fittipaldi. A lot of breathing room over there, Bob.
Moving very well. Al takes about a 10-car length lead into the backstretch. They are both moving toward 3 as Al goes low. Emo right behind him. They head for 3 now. Al goes high. Emo right behind him, trying to draft.
But does Al Unser Jr. have enough fuel? He didn't stop. It's only a guess right now, but he's hanging on. He's praying. The advantage is about 6 car lengths as they move through turn number 4 and onto the straightaway.
And down in that pit, Al Unser's pit, Sally Larvick said they decided to stay out. You only get a chance to win it once, and this is that once at the moment for them. What do they feel like, Sally?
You can imagine the pandemonium that's taking place here when he passed Fittipaldi. They haven't changed their minds yet. They think it was a good decision that they passed on the fuel, and so far it's working out for them, Lou.
Thank you. And two-way communications been furnished to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway by Motorola, and they are, these two guys, Fittipaldi and Al Jr., giving us one of the great races of recent time. It is Al Unser Jr. leading Emerson Fittipaldi. It is 197 laps complete, working on 198. We look for them now at the head of the main straightaway, and we have them coming now. There's Al, there's Emo, here's Jerry Baker.
There are 3 cars to work their way around. Now, Unser's got by one of them. He got by Rocky Moran, so Moran is now stuck in the between. Now, there is Fittipaldi moving around Moran in number 2.
They've got slower traffic in front of them now. Al trying to get to the outside to pass Emo right behind him. Emo moves to the outside down in front of Howdy Bell. Moves still very close to that white line. They head for 3. Emo may have him, Larry.
They're side by side. Emo on the inside. Al caught in traffic. Goes high. They touch wheels. Oh, Jr. into the wall hard. Emerson Fittipaldi keeps on going. They touch wheels. Al Jr. into the wall, and Emerson Fittipaldi will lead them back to the yellow flag.
So, that's racing, I guess. We have a winner now, most probably, moving by now. Emerson Fittipaldi, who touched wheels with Al Unser Jr., has assumed the lead, and he's passed you, Jerry Baker.
Indeed he is, running now, of course, at a much reduced speed. I saw no damage to the automobile. Bob, I don't know, can you see anything in 2?
In front of us, Jerry, and Emo comes by and does not look as though there's any damage whatsoever. There's 1 car between he and the pace car. Emerson now will coast home as they head toward 3. Boy, Larry, you had one great duel there just before the wall.
Well, you knew they were coming this way. There was heavy traffic. Al Jr. tried to stay on the inside, and when that car was going, pushing, and he had to try to get down low, they touched wheels, and he spun right into the outside retaining wall, hit it hard, rode it. Emo stayed to the inside, held the car into control. Al Jr. getting out of his car, standing along the racetrack now on the inside apron with the medical personnel there, but Al Jr. knows that's hard racing. And remember, he won at Long Beach this way, and Al Jr. out along the side of the racetrack now. Bob Jenkins.
There was a gesture given by Al Unser Jr. as M.O. passed by on the racetrack. Al moved himself out to the white line and made some kind of a gesture too far away for me to see, but certainly some disappointment and frustration from Al Unser Jr.
And coming down, the first car across the line will be the Pontiac Trans Am. We are finishing under the yellow, the checkered flag and the yellow being waved. Emerson Fittipaldi waving back. He's your winner. Al Unser Jr. parked out on the race course, down in the Gallus pit.